Broken Pokemon, accidental shiny releases, human heads. Pokemon Go has seen a lot of glitches over its past 6 years of life, but not as much as you think. With millions of players and hundreds of updates, the game has surprisingly been kind of smooth. Unless you PvP, that is. But today we dug deep to find the absolute craziest glitches in Pokemon Go history. Starting with one of the most iconic glitches to ever happen, the world's first legendary birds. Back in August of 2016, a player by the name of Kate Covey posted videos showing off something impossible, the world's first legendary Pokemon, Articuno. She claimed that it was hers and that it was completely legit. She even apparently went live on Twitch to prove that. But how did a player get the world's first legendary Pokemon a month after the game was released without hacking? By deploying one of life's most fundamental strategies, ask and you shall receive. Kate Covey had contacted Niantic about some sort of issue she was having in-game, and as an apology, the support team gifted her an Articuno. Literally just handed her one. Dear Niantic, I have lost tens of remote raid passes over the past 2 years due to glitches. Can I please have Arceus? Thank you. And as this story began to gain traction, it did get the attention of the developers Niantic, who said, "We recently noticed that a few legendary Pokemon got into a few accounts when they shouldn't have. To preserve the game's integrity and as a measure of fairness, we have rectified the situation and revoked the legendary Pokemon from the trainers' accounts." And apparently the second apology Pokemon they gave to these trainers as like a, "I'm sorry we gave you the legendaries and took them away, but here have this Pokemon." They gave them some rare Pokemon like Gyarados and Pidgeot to replace the Articuno that they took. That one was wild. Remember back when you would look into a gym and all 6 Pokemon would be like combined into one? Well, if you don't, this glitch was really common a couple years back, and it definitely made for some like super funny looking multi-Pokemon. It was like breeding, if the breeder was a mad scientist with terrible sense for aesthetic. There was even this absolute mad lad who turned this glitch into a piece of art. And I've got to say, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Have you ever felt the satisfaction and adrenaline of catching a legendary Pokemon on the last Premier Ball? Well, back in my day, there was a glitch that made that literally impossible. Back in 2017, something weird happened after an update. Nobody could catch a raid boss with the final Premier Ball. On every Pokemon from Magikarp to Legendaries, they just jump out and flee after one shake on the last ball without fail. And for like over a month, the Premier Ball was glitched and it just became like one of the biggest memes in the community. Literally the only way to catch any raid boss on the last ball with the Premier Ball was to get lucky enough to get a critical catch. Otherwise, it was literally a 100% flee rate. Pokemon Go Fest Seattle just wrapped up and it was honestly a smashing success. Except for one glitch, circuitry. During Go Fest Seattle, the Ultra Beast Buzzwole was released in special research, with circuitry scheduled to be released the month after in Japan. But a lucky trainer apparently was able to catch circuitry from their special research. And it wasn't even the Buzzwole research. While completing the Go Fest special research for Skyform Shaman, a player was surprised with an encounter with the Ultra Beast circuitry instead of Shaman. Apparently it was just only this one guy who encountered the glitch, and there's been no word from Niantic on it. But what a lucky lad. And this wasn't the only time something was accidentally released during a Pokemon Go Fest. Pokemon Go Fest 2019 was, in my opinion, one of the greatest Go Fest events ever. And it included a very fun accidental surprise. Shiny Abra. On the first day of Go Fest at a specific corner of the park, Abra was spawning and people did catch the shiny. Now the shiny was only available for around an hour and honestly not that many people caught it. I definitely didn't. But this was the first time Shiny Abra ever appeared in Pokemon Go and it was only there for an hour. And that specific shiny, a Shiny Abra from Go Fest 2019, is one of the rarest shinies currently in the world. Want to see something insane? BAM! What the heck is that? This is like a horror scene out of Toy Story meets Pokemon Go. And the Reddit reactions were actually great. If I'm walking around at like 11 p.m. and this pops up on my screen, I'm closing Pokemon Go and I'd run home and lock my doors. Don't run too fast or you won't make any progress on your eggs. Honestly, should add this as a feature for the Halloween season. And this isn't the only weird visual glitch that has happened. There's been some pretty cool others. The most common one is this little dude. I'm not sure if it's like a Pokemon or what it is, but it's been seen plenty of times in Pokemon Go. It's basically like a placeholder 3D model that goes where a Pokemon is meant to be. And I'm sure it's common in the developer builds, but sometimes it does find its way into a trainer's account. And one of my favorite glitches that has ever happened that was a visual one was the giant Pokemon glitch. For whatever reason, there was a glitch back in December of 2016 where whatever Pokemon you had as your buddy, you could make humongous on the map. All you'd have to do is set the Pokemon as your buddy, and then just tap into your player profile screen, and during that split second of the profile screen coming up, your buddy Pokemon would appear huge on the map. This is honestly really fun, and a lot of good memes came from it. Now, a more useful glitch that happened back in December of 2021 was when the team leaders were put on expert mode. Once Pokemon Go was updated to version 0.225, something big happened. There was a bug that affected how Team Go Rocket battled in Pokemon Go, making them all insanely harder to defeat. When battling against the team leader, there's a slight 1 to 2 second delay on their attacks after every shield, charge move, and Pokemon swap. This makes taking down the leaders a lot easier for people since it allows the players to take a lot less damage from the leader's Pokemon. Well, with this new update, the battle delay was gone and set the difficulty on Team Rocket battles to veteran. This was pretty quickly patched, but was honestly really fun to have for a while, especially for us higher level trainers. It was a nice challenge. Speaking of Team Go Rocket glitches, there was one that happened a couple of months ago that was absolutely incredible. Shadow Shiny Pokemon from Team Go Rocket grunts. To get Shadow Shinies, you have to battle team leaders, which gets kind of expensive. But during the spring to spring event of 2022, Shadow Shiny Execute was being caught from regular grunts. This was extra special because as part of this event, you could evolve a Shadow Execute to a Shadow Alolan Executor for the first and only time ever. So if you have a Shadow Shiny Alolan Executor, know that it's technically one of the more rare shinies in the world. But it was made easier by this Team Go Rocket glitch, and this isn't the only time this has happened. It sort of happens semi-often. For whatever reason, when new Shadow Shiny Pokemon get released in Pokemon Go, they sometimes accidentally get released in regular grunts. And when it happens, it's important to act quickly because it does get patched. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe because when that stuff happens, I report it fast here. Okay, check this out. Lugia! Are you okay? Visual glitches are probably the most common in Pokemon Go out of all the glitches, but man, this one is definitely my favorite. Like, I wanna know what Lugia's like sound effect sounds like when Lugia looks like this. Comment down below your best caption of this Lugia. Funniest one gets a cookie. Have you ever seen your buddy sleeping on the job? I don't know what causes this glitch because it still happens to this day, but sometimes you'll just look at the map and your buddy Pokemon that's supposed to be walking around with you will be face down in the dirt, literally sleeping on the ground. Sometimes it will move even. Now, this is not to be confused with the sleeping Snorlax event, which was a feature. This is a bug. A funny one though. A cooler bug was the first ever Beast Ball. During Dino Community Day, the first ever Beast Balls were seen in Pokemon Go, and it was thought to be a glitch. That's because the Beast Balls were technically going to be released for the first time during Pokemon Go Fest. But if you saved your Nihilego encounter from the Global Go Fest event and encountered it during Dino Community Day, some people were able to use a Beast Ball to catch their Nihilego. This is most likely because Pokemon Go had added the Beast Balls code into the game in preparation for Pokemon Go Fest Seattle, but forgot to disable it fully because some trainers gotta use it early. And those were some of the biggest and bestest glitches in Pokemon Go history. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, let me know which one was your favorite one, and check out the 2 other videos on screen because they're bangers. See you in the next video, friends. Take care.